Thank you. Is this an extravaganza? Probably not, but I felt like making it say that.
What does extravaganza mean?
I don't know. Okay, guys. We are back with another gift opening. I figured I would... Actually, Ashley was like, you should do a gift opening because we got some stuff here. We got a few packages here. So I figured, you know what? That's a good idea. Let's do it. So thank you, everyone who has sent us stuff. Really appreciate it. Oh, this is actually for Dakota.
Extravaganza, an elaborate and spectacular entertainment or production.
There we go. Let's do our best. Okay, this is for Dakota. His show happening tomorrow would be an extravaganza. Are these razor blades?
Why?
I don't know. It's flat and it sounds like plastic. Guys, does this sound like razor blades? Tune in to Dakota's show tomorrow for his extravaganza, and he will likely open that. This is for Josh. It's for Josh and Ashley. Okay, perfect. Thank you, everybody, for your gifts, and cheers. Okay, so this one is not sponsored by anyone. We're just opening up stuff from you. We have a knife here. This doesn't say who it's from, but it might have a paper here. Look, it's your buddy Bobblehead Bob from Martha Trimp. Well, thank you, Martha. We got a bobblehead here. So today we're just...
Bob Ross bobblehead?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We're just jumping right in this time. Oh, yeah. I wanted to say, I actually just interrupted myself. I wanted to also let you know, lots of people told me to move on. Don't worry about it. Stop harping on that one video that's not in HD. None of my videos are in HD. None of the new ones that I've put out. Gramps Chronicles 7, only in 360p. Patreon exclusive video, only in 360p. However, Gramps Chronicles 6 is now in HD, and so is Patreon exclusive video from like October 9th is finally in HD as well. So I guess you just have to wait a long time for it to turn into HD. I don't know. So Gramps Chronicles 7 will come out when it's in HD, which who knows when that'll be. It's really affecting my timeline because it's going to snow soon. How did the appointment on Tuesday go? It says, oh, Nicola from Bangkok, I think. How did it go? Very disappointing. I have scoliosis, and that's the whole thing. I already knew that.
It's some disc space narrowing.
Disc space narrowing. Nothing that affects my brain. It's unrelated. So that sucks. But I have another doctor's appointment tomorrow and another one on Wednesday.
Are you going to put them on your dashboard?
No, I'm not, but I'm going to put them in the shop. Guys, check this out. It also has a push button, but it must have a dead battery.
What kind of battery do you need?
I don't know. Probably a watch battery.
Renee says, wasn't bad news, though.
No, it wasn't bad news, but it was no news. I don't know why he was like, oh, hey, if it's nothing. Actually, he didn't say that this time. He said that in the past several times. So I just assumed Well, he did kind of say it, just not explicitly. By the way, is the mic working good? Can you guys hear? It's 3 batteries.
Oh, I don't have ones like that. I can get some.
I wonder what he says. Anyway, it comes with this little book as well of paintings, of his paintings. Check that out. Loud and clear. Good, 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 good. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, and it's you can like set it up.
Is it paintings?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
his paintings. Thank you. She must have just seen this or something. I was like, I gotta get that.
It suits you.
Okay. All right. By the way, how is everybody doing out in Zabu land? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good.
There's a no.
Yeah, I read it.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Just got here. Hello, Josh Nash. Hello, Louise Brown. I hope you're doing good, Louise. Your Bob Ross video cracks me up. Oh, that's why you got it. Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, next one. Oh, this is also for Dakota. Okay.
Here, why don't we put the photos right here? Same one?
Maybe these are all for Dakota. Josh and Ashley. Let's see what this is. I'm going to guess it is a stuffed Garfield.
Nicholas says, love the white fish painting.
Oh, thank you. There's going to be a video sort of about that coming out in who knows how long it takes to make HD videos work on YouTube, but maybe in 3 months. I have no idea. What the frick? This is cool. Okay, hold on. Who is this from? Oh, they didn't say.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait. Okay, this is for Ashley then? It says, Ashley, hope you enjoy your gift. This is also from Martha. It is a wax seal
Oh, cool.
thing.
For when you send
Letters.
whatever, Christmas cards. I was thinking cards. Birthday cards.
Or wait, hold on. Maybe it's not that. Is it that?
Yeah, I think it is. What comes with
Comes with a sticky thing.
wait, can I see the box? No, like the outside part? Yeah. Yeah.
What is
So it
this?
has wax beads and a melting spoon. Oh, choose and sorry, I can't read. Choose your preferred color wax beads and melt in a spoon with a tea candle.
It's a rose.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, Martha. You said it was Martha?
Yeah, Martha.
Thank you, Martha.
And these are the wax, sealing wax. And then a spoon.
So you heat it over a candle and then you...
Right, it even comes with a little candle.
What?
Spoon.
That's so cool.
And I don't know what these are, but... So you know all those letters that you send? Now you can have a personal touch.
I'm thinking for cards, like...
Yeah, I know. Now you'll have to send cards. Because you have this. You'll have to... People will be like, wow, that's so elegant.
It's so cool.
Thank you, Martha. She doesn't actually send any letters, but
No, like even just giving people cards, like birthday cards.
when you pay a bill, put it on. I mean, most of that stuff's online now.
Mother's Day cards, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, this I went and got today, so, and it looks intriguing. It says Mail Day, and it says Mr. J. Alexander. All right, let's see here. Let's see what it is. Okay, hold on. There's a letter. Let's see what the letter is. They put it in a little tin. As always, if you don't want me to read a thing, make sure that you just say that in the first line of your letter. This says October 9th, 2022. So I guess that's safe to read. Hello, Josh. I was moving things around in the shed when I came across this at the bottom of an antique milk can. A pretty much intact skeleton of a mole or mouse, I guess. I fished it out and it stayed together. Photo shows it in the can. Showed wife. She was not impressed using words like disgusting, gross, how could you touch that thing, etc. That's when I thought of you, of course. You may already have one of these, but I submit it to you in case you would like to add it to your collection. He was intact when I packed him, so we will see if Canada Post has defeated my packing technique. P.S. You will note that the only hair left on him is a cowlick on top of his head, so his name will have to be Alfalfa. Take care. Johnny.
Is this safe to open, like, here?
Yeah, it's safe. Look at that, guys. Such delicate packing.
Maybe don't open it over your drink in case it, like...
Oh, you even put it in a plastic bag and everything. See, he's all about cleanliness. Oh, the glare. There's a mouse in there.
That is kind of cool.
That's super cool.
You can see every single bone.
Completely intact, except for maybe his front arms have come off. But that's kind of hard to see, but there, now you can kind of see it.
Look at how small the ribs are.
Yeah, that's so cool. This was for a spoon or something?
Wow. Excellent,
Johnny. His name is actually Johnny B, but different spelling than Johnny B. Has a H. Johnny B.O. O is for Ontario, he says. Thanks, Johnny. I will add that to my collection.
That is neat.
That is awesome. I do have a mouse that I thought was a bat for some reason. It is in a lunchbox, which is in the art trunk underneath the table. I know exactly where it is. I imagine someone will be like, oh, this will work perfect for my project. They'll open it up and they'll be like, ah! I found that on a pic with Alex. That's so cool. So a lot of people might think that's weird to collect the bones and stuff, but I just think it's so cool. It's just like
so intact like that is kind of educational, right?
Yeah, it's people will appreciate it in a museum, but they won't appreciate it on your bookshelf, and I think that's sad. Appreciate the bones of dead animals, guys. Now,
Sounds creepy.
It's Halloween. Close. I'm going to tell you guys a story. We were on the island a few years ago, maybe like 6 years ago. And have you guys heard those stories of feet washing up on shore on the West Coast in Canada and the US? They're shoes
Nike
with feet in them. And it happens somewhat frequently. I'm not sure. I've heard many theories. Tsunami victims, perhaps. Apparently, feet and hands get dislodged from bodies in the ocean.
So I think too that they're saying that the runners are keeping them preserved.
Yes, and the runners, yeah, because
So the rest, like,
yeah, they're not organic material at all usually. Yeah, and they're tied on tight. So yeah, when so the leg
body
must be like decaying, and
Yeah.
then the foot just goes, and it just floats on over to Canada and the U.S.
Yeah.
So it could be tsunami victims from the big Why do I have such a hard time saying this? The big Japanese tsunami that happened, I guess that was a while ago now. Other theories are that they are serial killer victims. And, you know, none of them are great theories. Like, people don't just be like, oh, let me just cut off my foot right here and leave it on the beach. Who knows what happens exactly? I'm sure by now someone has figured it out. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, there was one day we were walking down the beach with Duke and Hank. And Duke just pulled out, like we have them off leash. So they're just walking around sniffing. There's lots of things to sniff. They like eating crabs, or not crabs, but like the crab shells, of dead crabs, I guess. Or do they, when they molt, does it look like a crab shell? Like, is it a full intact? No.
I don't know.
They would probably just be like an exoskeleton, like a bug, like a grasshopper or something. I don't know. Anyway, they're free ranging. They're going around. They're eating stuff. And then good old Duke comes out of the bush with this bone about yay big. And Ashley was like, is that a tibia? Right? Do you remember this? And he ate the whole freaking thing. And like, you know, in our minds, we're like, no, of course not. It's not
I mean, it could be like a deer.
It's not a human tibia, I hope. But then we hear about all these feet washing up, and we're like, did Duke just eat a whole human leg?
I'm sure it was an animal bone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever it was, it could have eaten a human leg. I don't know.
They were saying the feet were washing up.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, every foot has a leg attached to it at some point. So you never know. It could have been like, I don't know. How come what's the other, tibia and fibia?
Fibula.
Fibula? Okay. How come the fibula wasn't there? Maybe it was, what if it was this? What if can you get that replaced by a metal one? Maybe the fibula was replaced with a metal, and then that's how it attached to the ankle. But eventually, it just came off just at the last crashing moment, and then the foot went somewhere else, and then the tibia just went over here. Because there was lots of things. If you go on a beach one evening, let's say at low tide, high tide will come in, and then it'll wash out again, and the beach will look different depending on how far up you go. I remember we were trying to dig out an anchor chain or a logging chain, I don't know, for like a couple hours, but the tide was coming back in because it was getting to that time. And as the tide was coming in, I'm trying to pull this shit out of the mucky sand, and I just couldn't. And I was like, you know what? I'll just come back tomorrow and I'll dig it out when the water's way down, because we found it when the water was already coming back in. Go back tomorrow. Where's the chain? It should be right here, because this is where that droopy tree was, and it should just be right here. No, it was gone. So this big heavy chain that was buried got washed back out to sea. So according to etymologist Gail Anderson, human feet and hands often detach from the rest of the body when in water. The buoyancy of modern sneakers makes them float. There you go. My dog refused to eat a roaster. A roaster? Like a...
Rooster, maybe?
Do you mean, yeah, probably rooster? Because like a roaster, probably most dogs would refuse to eat a roaster. It must be rooster. What an imagination. Yeah, he did mean rooster. That's all I can imagine. That's all I can manage, Martha. Too quick for me, LOL. Okay. Jeffrey Dahmer needed a dog. Yeah. Duke helped cover up a crime. Yeah, I mean, who knows? In this same trip, there was a wolf. I think I just told the story last time, right? Hear that noise? It sounded nothing like that. So it definitely wasn't a dog, but we heard wolves, or what we thought were wolves. And I couldn't hear them, but Ashley could hear them. Anyway, we asked the whatchamacallit, the park guy, the ranger. We're like, hey, are there wolves around here? And he's like, nah, there's no wolves around here. I'm like, okay, because we heard this weird melodic howling type noise last night, which we totally did. And Hank and Duke were both silent. Normally Hank would be barking if he heard barking, or like when he hears coyotes, he barks. When Duke hears coyotes, he barked. And what?
I was gonna say, now there's a whole documentary on Netflix about
Yes.
wolves on Vancouver Island.
Yeah. So anyway, they basically just stood guard at the two doors of the tent. And at first I couldn't hear them, then I did hear them. And so I know what it sounds like. And I'm trying to explain it to the park ranger. And he's like, no, it can't be wolves. There's no wolves around here. And he's like, you know what it is? It's probably raccoons. I was like, oh, really? Do they make like a singing type howl? Because like in Alberta, you hardly ever see raccoons. They don't live here. Every once in a while you see a raccoon, but they don't, at least in this part of Alberta, they don't live here. So I don't know what they sound like. And so I was like, okay, maybe it is a raccoon. But then he's like, yeah, because they sound like people. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they scream and they sound like people. And I'm like, first of all, I didn't tell you we heard people last night. I told you we heard like melodic howling. I don't know what made you think that was screaming humans, but anyway, he obviously didn't know what he was talking about because there are wolves there, sea wolves, and I'm pretty sure it was a group of wolves, a pack of wolves. Anyway, let's move on. We got another one. We got another one here. This one is from another one from Martha. Mail Day, sponsored by Martha. Brought to you by Martha. Thank you, Martha, for your generosity. Okay, let's see. Okay, she has a note. It says, please don't read online. Hello, Josh and Ashley. Here's a few things I thought you might like. I've enclosed some things for Dakota as well. She didn't actually say, please don't read, by the way. I tried to send most of this in early August, but it was returned to me. I had enclosed an electronic meat thermometer, and I guess it's not allowed despite what my local post office instructed to me. Okay. The t-shirts are from Buc-ee's, a popular store/gas station in Texas, now in a few other states too. The place is huge and lots of fun to shop. The gas station is fun to shop. My husband and I picked the shirt for Ashley, Dakota, and you. I thought Ashley might like the tie-dyed one, and you could decide between the other two. Ashley was kind enough to choose the cup colors and size. Oh, so he messaged you about this then. We really enjoy ours and hope you will too. They are not dishwasher safe, so please wash by hand. Maybe we'll have to come up with more of these episodes. Washed by Josh. By the way, you can get this mug on my Teespring, along with several others. We loved getting the candy treats from y'all last December and thought we'd send a few. Oh, yeah, that was for, what was that? She won 12 Days of Christmas. By the way, Martha, Ashley found, this is not going to make sense to anyone else, but she bought some stuff a long time ago now. But we finally found some, what do you call them? Hickory sticks. They seem to be rare now. So I'll be sending that out. I was going to send it out today, but I freaking forgot the other chips, the ones that are easy to get. Anyway, I picked those up at the post office, so I'll send those out next mail day, along with the cutting boards that you got. We love getting the candy tree. Oh, already read that. The wooden spatula set is called Spurtle. Someone kept mentioning it to you in your lives that you could make them. I had an extra set, so now it's yours. I could make Spurtles, I guess. I don't know what that is. The Magic Erasers are Amazon's version and work the same as the original. They make good packing material too. LOL. Oh, these? These are Magic Erasers? I thought these were just literal foam. Wait, did you just use them? Did you just use these for packing material?
Weren't you looking for a magic eraser the other day for something?
I was.
And we didn't have any? I can't remember what it was you needed it for.
Okay. Send a bunch of magic erasers as packing material. That's clever. The little Oilers cup are from the gumball machine. Please share one with Dakota. The round rolls are sanding bands that may fit your Dremel. It may work to sand in small spaces. Wishing you all the best, Martha. Well, thank you, Martha. These are the shirts. This is the back of. Oh, I know this. Bucky's.
You've seen that?
I've seen this before.
It's cute. What's that now?
Go Little Rock Star. Wait, is that like from the TikTok? But the actual words are Pope is a rock star or something? I don't know. Okay, there's that one. That's a medium. This is. Oh, this is a nice one. I like this shirt. This is a medium as well.
The t-shirt tags are stickers.
Oh, yeah.
That's what David said. David Conrad.
And then here's the front of this one. And then the back. Don't mess with Texas. I feel like Dakota would pick this one. This is Dakota style, right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. There we go.
Should we put it in something so he can unwrap it?
Yeah. He'll open it up tomorrow. Oh, I guess we're going to have a little taste test here. Starburst Twirlers Chewy Sticks. Individually wrapped.
Thank you.
Okay, here's a card for you, Ashley.
Yes. There's a dog on her address label.
Let's see what these taste like. I mean, Starbursts are good, like the little squares. So, oh yeah, it's just like Starburst.
Thank you so much, Martha. How did you open that so easily? Oh, tear here.
These are all the Dremel sanding drums. Those would come in handy for sure. These are the Oilers cups she's talking about. This is 90s era. Or wait. No. Well, maybe they are. But, oh, they're both the same. The thing that made me think it was the way that this secondary logo was. I think it is 90s era. That's when they had the driller patch on the shoulder. That's my favorite jersey. Yes, I will give one to Dakota. You guys might recall my piece of gold that I have that was gifted to me from my brother, Mike, years ago, is in a little cup. Or did I take it out for the video? I don't remember. And then there's a little Ford Lightning model tire sealing it in a cup like this. And that cup is the cup, I think it's a New Jersey Devils cup. That cup is the one, the one that I drank puddle water out of. And that is exactly what coffee tastes like to me. It was brown puddle water in my driveway. I took a cup like this that I found somewhere, scooped it, and I was like, that's gross. And then when I had coffee a little bit later, probably at my school's pancake breakfast, because this little kid who was like, I don't know, in grade 2, he was drinking coffee. And I was like, what? Anyway, so then I drank it. And I was like, this is not good at all. And that kid was really short. They say that coffee stunts your growth. I don't know if that's true, but that kid was really short for his age. So who knows? But anyway, I do not recommend drinking puddle water because it's not good. Jack Madness is on right now?
I think it's a video. I don't think it's not.
Oh, it's probably not as live. Guys, go follow my brother Dakota Madness channel, MADNEZZ channel, because, yeah, awesome. Saltwater toffee.
Toffee or
Oh, and another one of these. Oh,
birthday card with birthday confetti.
yeah.
Wildflower mix. And a Canadian 20.
She just had a Canadian $20 bill. She's like, I don't want this. Thank you, Martha.
Thank you so much.
Okay. These, we stayed at, where were we? In Coleman, like a little while ago, a couple weeks ago. And they had saltwater taffy in a fishbowl. And I could not stop eating it.
I think you probably ate the whole thing.
Not quite. It was filled to the top. It was like this big. And I ate probably half of them. I just couldn't stop. I was just like, man, those are so good. And I was just like, okay, just a couple more. And then when we left, I took a handful. Do you want to try one of these?
Sure.
I think they're banana from the front. Says banana. By the way, there was a bear warning or whatever where we were staying. But we didn't.
I said problem
Yeah,
bear.
problem bear. So probably because it's a construction site, they don't have bear-proof garbage cans. So people like putting their lunch waste in a regular garbage can, stuff like that. We didn't stay in a construction site. It was just new development in the area. Two really nice, huge houses. We didn't stay in those. We stayed in a pretty cool house, but the two houses that came up, like that bordered the drive, were so nice.
Dakota's here.
Dakota's here. Man, bear, pig. Okay, guys, that's Dakota right there. Make sure you follow him. Okay? Banana. Oh, another one. Okay. This is for Dakota. So we'll put that in the Dakota pile. Now that he's here, there's another one. What is this? Oh, Spurtle. Oh, that tape is a trick. Oh, wait, no, it's not. By the way, this candy is reminding me. I was having a terrible, and Dakota being here is reminding me. I was having a terrible headache spell the other day. And so Dakota had gotten me these CBD gummies, but they also have THC in them. So, you know, just your standard edible with CBD in them. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. So many of you guys, maybe not you specifically who are watching at the moment, but a lot of comments were like, you should try CBD. Maybe that'll help. Anyway, I don't do any recreational anything really. So I didn't know what to expect. Let me tell you straight off the bat, it didn't help at all. And it took forever to kick in, like probably over 2 hours. I was like, I don't think this is doing anything. And then all of a sudden, everything became so hilarious.
Super giggly.
I just couldn't stop laughing. And I knew it wasn't funny, which was making me laugh even more. Like, I went to go pour myself a glass of milk, and then I just started laughing my head off, and I was like, this is not funny, but it is so funny that we drink milk from a cow. And I couldn't get it. And there was another thing. What was it about?
I don't know.
We were watching The Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings show. And there was this part in there where I think it was on the last episode, right? And someone gets compared to like a bird or something. Or were we watching The Watcher?
I can't remember.
It was either The Watcher or that show where they are in the. We were watching a show and someone gets compared to, or something gets compared to a dead bird or something, or a vulture. And I was like, dead vulture, laughing my head off. And then it made me miss a lot of the show, so we rewinded it. And then went back like before the dead vulture scene or whatever it was. And then when it came up again, I laughed some more. And I was like, but in my mind, I knew it wasn't funny. Like, I didn't think it was funny, but somehow my laugh didn't care. It's just like, anyway, that was my first experience with mild edibles. They were only 5 mgs, I think. And then 25 for the CBD. Didn't really help my headache, but it did make me laugh. Okay.
Martha asks, how was The Watcher?
The Watcher? I recommend you watch it if you like thrillers. Without giving anything away, don't be surprised if you're disappointed by the ending. But I would still watch it again. And I would still recommend it to anyone who likes thrillers or light horror. It's not horror, it's more thriller. It's more thriller. I can't really explain it better than that. I take 7 mgs, good idea. I still have like a few more left. I got Dakota to get them for me. Anyways, for a second I thought this was actually I'll let you. Who do you think this looks like? But you looked at it too long.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Who is that? Guys, who is this? I thought it was Jennifer Aniston for a second.
Oh, I could see that.
But older looking.
Yeah.
Although they might be the same age.
Maybe it's like her cousin or something.
This is Jen's cousin. Let's see here. Lucinda Scala Quinn. I don't think.
Dakota says Rachel Green.
See, me and Dakota, we are very similar. People tell us that all the time. And sometimes when I watch his videos, I'm like, whoa, what? I would say that. Or I would do that. Okay, anyways, let's find out what Spurtle is. I think Martha likes sending us cooking utensils or something because she sent us a few things. This is a spoon with holes.
Those are pretty.
This is a hazing paddle. Yeah, this looks like acacia wood.
Really pretty.
I believe it is acacia wood. This is another hazing paddle. And this
What does
is
Spurtle
a
mean?
little wooden shank. I don't know. Let's see. Thank you for supporting Mad Hungry and believing in our vision. We feel every home cook should be able to enjoy and share fresh, delicious food made with love. That's why we aim to provide the knowledge and tools people need to instill confidence and fun in everyday cooking. I know you will love these handcrafted, one-of-a-kind Spurtles, and I hope they make cooking as enjoyable for you as they have for me. Lucinda. Oh, a tool for every task. Oh, this is for sifting. That makes sense. Yeah. You'll get a few wood slivers, but a little extra fiber never hurt nobody.
They look pretty.
Yeah, they are. Thank you very much. Okay, what? Okay, these are the mugs. This one is for, I don't know. This one's pink, so you open that one. I'll open this one. Okay. Oh, it's a mug, like a, what do you call it? Oh, this is like a, what do you call it? Like a thermos.
I think they're hot or cold.
Which, by the way, guys, where is it? It's over there. Let me, hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Okay. This mug right here, that What If NC Carla made for me. I can't take the freaking top off. I can't take it off at all. I have no idea how it got stuck, but it is stuck. Does this ever happen to you guys with your travel mug thermos things? Like, that is stuck. Anyway, we got some more thermos tumblers here and candy. Whoozy, what's it? Abba Zaba? Soft and chewy.
Keeps cold for 24 hours and hot for 6 hours.
Nice. Reese Outrageous. Okay, there is a Reese candy in the, at least in Arizona, or where were we? No, not in Arizona anymore. We were in,
I'm not sure what it is. So it's that right now.
Montana? No, were we in Montana? We were in a state. I went to a Denny's for supper to go pick up dinner. What the heck was it?
I think I'll be fine with it. I think it's when we were in Arizona.
It was in Arizona still? Okay. There is this Reese candy that is, no, I don't think so, because it was after the weird hotel. By the way, guys, it was after that. I'm pretty sure. We stayed in a Motel 6. Yeah, guys, there's another hotel story. Jakota's here, so he was there for this one. I told you guys a couple in a different live. I can't remember which live it was, but anyway, I'm going to tell you another one. But anyway, there's this Reese candy that tastes like Reese Easter eggs. And it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, and then Bueno. Oh, these. You can have my Bueno. I don't really like these. What are you guys doing? Stop being so disrupted. Can't you tell in my humanness that I'm trying to do something for humans only? Come here. Come here. You chill outside. You chill inside. You guys can hear me because I still have my mic on, but you can't see what I'm doing. Just give me a second. I'm just going to see if I can get these dogs settled here.
I don't think we have anything left.
Oh, yeah? What about
What
this?
did you find? Oh, yes, good idea.
Here you go, pal. Yes,
Perfect.
you would love that. Hopefully. Okay, I'm back. So, oh, and a $5 bill. And then just some stickers. Thank you, Martha. What else is in here? Oh,
Are these the ones?
that's it. No, these are not them, but I love Reese. I also wanted to try these. Original sixlets. Sixlets? Let's try these. Anyway, so on the way to Arizona, to my sister's service there, we stop in someplace. I can't remember where we were. But as we pull into the hotel, there's this old couple. Not old, let's say between 48 and 58. I don't know how old they were. Anyway. What the heck? What is that? Here, try that.
It's chocolate. It's like a Smartie.
It's not like a Smartie. It's like, what is that flavor?
You know it. I
Yeah.
don't know what it's called.
I can't tell.
It's like those Maltesers.
Yes. That is what that's like Whoppers.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway, we get into this hotel. As we walk in, there's these two people, a man and a woman, just looking like they just, I don't know, got tomatoes thrown at them. They were pissed. Well, actually, the man was pissed. The woman wasn't so much. He's rolling his rolly suitcase, and he's just like, we want our money back. There's someone in there. We want our money back. And it's just like, whoa. And throws down his keys. He's like, so are we going to get charged for this? We want our money back. We're not staying here. And the poor dude behind the counter is like, whoa. All right, what happened? Someone's in there. He acted like he got robbed by an employee of that hotel. So he gets taken care of. Chakota, Ashley, and myself are waiting in line, and then there's a guy who just rode up on his motorcycle. He comes in too. By the way, what's up with the no helmets on your motorcycle? That's insane. Anyway, he walks in. He also witnesses this guy way too angry because he opened the door and someone was in a room that he doesn't own. I was just like, okay. Super pissed. Woman is pretty gracious compared to her I'm assuming, husband. When he leaves, we just start mimicking him to the guy who works there. Well, actually, what I asked for was, I was like, when does your pool close? And it closed like just as we got there. So I was just like, I want my money back, right? Just making the fun, right? Just being overreactive to it. And I was like, dang. And same with the motorcycle guy. He was like, damn. I've been riding for 12 hours or however long.
It was raining.
And it was raining. That's right. And anyway, all's fine. Those people leave. They probably find another hotel. We get ours. Room 142. Perfect. Room 142. He's like, okay, how you get to there is you walk over there, blah, blah, blah. It's a ways to walk, but no big deal. We walk over there. We go up the stairs. We go over there. We're carrying our luggage that we need. We go to the door, put in the card. Oh, it's not working. Okay, maybe it works better if Dakota does it because I'm holding bags. He does it. Nope, doesn't work. And then he's like, okay, I'll go tell him that it doesn't work. So Ashley and I wait by the door, and I was like, tell him someone's in here. That'll be funny. And he's like, okay. So for this part of the story, I wasn't there, but basically, Dakota comes back, and I'm like, did you tell him someone was in there? And he's like, no. I was going to, but there was someone else there, and I thought it would be weird because only those two would get the joke. The guy who freaking gave the key, right? The guy who works there, and Dakota, and then these other people would be like, huh? Anyway, that would have been so funny though if he was like, I want my money back. I'm not staying here. Someone's in there. Anyway, he comes back with the key, and I'm like, oh, okay. He opens the door. This is what I see. I'm standing beside him. Here's the door. He goes like this. Oh shit, someone's in there. And I'm like, shut the heck up. And he's like, nope. And the way, guys, if you know Dakota, he has this certain way that he carries his prank posture, if you will. And he walks down the hall like he's waiting for laughs. And I'm like, was someone in there? He's like, yeah, I'm not kidding. And I'm like, you look like you're kidding. He's like, someone was in there. He's like, I saw a toothpaste and a man do this. So I was like, okay, someone's in there. Okay, whatever. We go back down to the office. And in the office, I'm like, you're not going to believe this. Someone was in there. And he was like, no. And then I was like, you better let us use the pool now, or I want my money back. What he did, he gave us the key 142. What he meant to do was give us the key to 124. So he told us 142, but he meant 124, which is on the other side of the freaking hotel. So we go to 124, and no one was in there. That's where we stayed, but it was funny. And by the way, when we went down, the biker guy, he was bringing his luggage up, and I'm like, someone was in there. He starts laughing because he saw the other guys get all mad. But in the end, it all worked out. It was funny. In the morning, he was still working there. And I said something to him, but I can't remember what it was. I think I told him I want my money back. I think. I was like, we're not staying here. I want my money back. Yeah. That was funny. You should have been there, but you weren't. Okay, I'm going to try the Who's He What's It, okay? Let's try. Let's see what this tastes like. This looks, I mean, it feels like it would be a good bar. Actually, it looks like it too. This looks like one of those old-fashioned bars. You ever go to like an old mechanic building? Not necessarily the mechanic being old, but like the technician being old, but like the business being old, has cool windows, cool glass doors and stuff. They always have those vending machines that you have to like crank the shit out of it. You put in 3/4. Remember when you could get something for 3/4? And it says, it used to say 50 cents, but then there's masking tape over it that says 75 cents, right? One of those. That's what this looks like it would come out of. That's pretty good. It's way lighter than I thought it would be. It's got like the, I don't know what that's called, but like the Rice Krispie.
It's like peanut butter.
Not as good as a Reese, but yes, peanut butter. And then there's also this. Abba Zaba. Josh, you should visit Strong's Garage. You should bring me there. Maybe that's what he did to the other couple too. Told them the dyslexic room number. He could have. He probably did. What if it was the same room and the guy's like, okay, I'm putting on the deadbolt. Yeah, that was funny. I saw a toothpaste and the guy go like this.
So white.
This doesn't taste like anything.
What's it called?
Abba Zaba.
Chewy taffy with a peanut butter center.
Oh, maybe you have to buy more of it?
Oh, let's throw this there.
Where's the peanut butter?
Bye, Dakota.
See you later, Dakota. Make sure you guys go follow Dakota tomorrow. He might have more stories if he remembers. He's got to go eat. All right, have a good night. Dakota laughing. Yeah, there was a few funny things. My favorite still is the I don't know much about religion and I don't know much about bees. When I asked if there was a lot of honey. I don't know. I don't know. Something about the Mormons. But I don't know much about religion and I don't know much about bees. And I was like, okay. Or the lady who was like, thick Asian accent. Next morning, very American accent. Chico stick. Crunchy peanut butter rolled in toasted coconut. And is it supposed to taste like chicken? Chico stick? For a second, I was like, wait, maybe this is a dog treat. And I almost bit into it. That's pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of coconut, but that's actually not bad at all. All right. I think we tasted everything except for this. We have these, so I know what that tastes like. All good. Thank you, Martha.
Thank you so much.
I think that's it from her. Where's her box? Oh. Another one of these. Okay. We have
Oh, we can put that in the box for Dakota.
Oh, and he's gone. Right. So now he doesn't even get to see what his thing is. If you want to see what Dakota's tumbler looks like, and the other two things that are for him, that will be sent off to him so he can open that tomorrow on his show, which he does every Monday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Yeah. Someone is very allergic to coconut. Who? Hans? Hans could not eat the coconut one. Imagine being allergic to coconut. And then you go to a beach and a coconut falls on your head.
I probably wouldn't open that.
Can someone look up the stats? Yeah, but still ironic. What are the stats? How many people get get beamed by a coconut every year? Could someone look that up for me? Okay, let me put this over here. Oh yeah, Dakota's cup. Okay, this one
them a few of those other candies to try too.
It's a good idea. Where are the... We'll pack them up nice and full. So I can try all these. Were there other ones? Bueno. Here, I'll give him this Abba Zaba. Oh wait, he probably has that in his cup. Yeah. And then his shirt, right? That's it.
I think so.
And the Dremel stuff, I'll just put that in the shop.
Well, we clean up all.
Yeah.
Oh, the banana taffy.
Yeah, I put that in
Oh,
there.
you didn't know.
Yeah. Okay. If we think of it, oh, what the heck? Okay. This last one that I cut just now is from. Oh, I should have checked if it was.
It's 150 people a year, says Linda Day.
150. Catherine Allen. Thank you, Catherine. Okay. Oh, I see. I see, said the blind man. As he picked. Oh, okay. Oh, what the heck? Okay. This has a letter. Give me a second to read the letter here, or the card. It says, and I quote, Josh and Ashley, as a maker, I often find inspiration for my project in nature or in what others have created. I was really impressed with the metal heart sculptures that Josh makes using scrap metal items. I was inspired to make the enclosed for you and hope that you will enjoy using it in the upcoming cold months. I try to incorporate as much symbolism as I can into a project when making it for a specific person. In this project, I've used a back fabric of gears. Here, let me open this up. It is a blanket. Look at this, guys. Okay, so gears, yes. Representing the materials you use on your sculptures. In fact, I got a whole bunch of gears just yesterday from Corey. And a huge something, which will be in a vlog. Who knows when. But anyway. A heart pattern representing not only the sculptures, but the information you shared about your own heart issues. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this is a big blanket. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, wow. What's happening?
Yes. The color of red and white representing the colors of the Canadian flag. Where are the hearts?
In the stitching. Like they're...
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, you can see the heart.
Oh, yeah. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, red. And this even has maple, or not maple leaves, actually, but... black fabric with gold representing the gold panning you've shared. Oh, that's cool. Where's the gold?
Gold on the leaf?
Oh, yeah, probably that. Look at that buffalo plaid. Oh, yeah, there's all sorts. Polka dots. Oh, gold right here. Feathers. Another pattern of plaid. Okay. Fabric with feathers representing both your indigenous heritage and your love of chickens. It's possible that you may find many other symbolic nods, be they intended or not. I enjoy the content you publish and wish you and Ashley the very best. Sincerely, Catherine Allen.
Wow. That's so nice.
Do you have a... Is she here? Are you on right now? Do you do this? Is this your job? Because I would like to tell people to go see you if they want to get a blanket made. What if I got traditional pictures taken. Would it be good with this blanket? It's not a Cree blanket, but it'd still be cool. they'd be like, how is, although there's dots are Cree and Métis. But they'd be like, what? I don't get it. But I'd be like, you don't have to.
Oh, she's here. Katie Allen.
Katie Allen, do you have a Facebook page or a YouTube or anything? That is gorgeous, says Kathleen. Yeah, it's quite nice. We'll probably put it on the bed downstairs in Roger's room because he's taken the...
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
The Roger Chronicles. The Gramps Chronicles blanket. It's a quilt, not a blanket. The blocks are all pieced hearts. Whatever. I don't know what the difference between a quilt and a blanket is, I guess. I guess I use it interchangeably. The squares are also a shape of a heart.
She says, I'm retired and I make these for local women.
Oh, I see. Yes, this is like a heart.
Oh, I see it too. Oh, wow.
Double hearts.
That's
Sorry, so she
cool.
doesn't make them for sale. It's a quilt, Josh, says Leslie. She's like, God, you idiot. It's a quilt. Stop being so
we could put it on
insulting.
the blanket ladder. That's a good idea too.
It might be a little thick for that, but yeah. We have a double.
Yeah, we have two of the same, so we could take one of those.
Yeah.
Ouch.
A blank, says Diane. Just a blank. A blank. Okay, well, I think that's everything. Thank you so much, everyone, for all of your kind gifts. I'm going to just try this some more.
Quilts have 3 layers sewn together and have binding. Sorry, I have a crack in my phone right away.
Oh, yeah. Ashley dropped her phone down a mountain. She's like, I wonder what will happen if I... She just freaking threw it. I was like, probably not good.
Yeah, it's cracked.
She didn't actually do that. And my phone, I was just going to show you with this one. This one is also broken, but the phone that we're using to record this got ran over in a hailstorm. Whose cat is that?
Where?
That black cat right behind the power pole.
I don't see it.
Because it's behind the power pole, you have to move a little to the left.
Oh, that's not Honda's cat, is it?
I
I've
don't
seen
know.
it at his house before. Henry's barking.
Henry's barking at it. I've seen them displayed on a towel rod on the wall. Oh yeah, that makes sense. When we were staying in, what was that place called? With the cabins and the hotel and the motel and the lodges. And
Jacob Lake.
Jacob Lake.
Jacob's Lake?
Jacob's Lake. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, they had these.
Oh, Navajo.
Were they Navajo?
Wasn't it?
Oh. Anyways, they had these native blankets there, and Ashley was like, "Oh, that would be good because we could hang one right on this wall." And I'm like, "Yeah, I wonder how much they are." $16,000. I was like, "Oh, of course we can, dear." But yeah,
Well, thank you, Martha.
can't afford that.
Martha says she likes the ceramic pumpkin.
Oh, she made that.
I did not make it.
Okay, fine.
I bought it from
Bought it.
Superstore, I think.
From Superstore.
Maybe it was Winners. I don't know.
Yes, there are 3 layers. Machine sewn. Long, I don't know what that says. Quilted, and the binding is sewn on by hand. It takes me about 5 months to create one. This took you 5 months? Dang, thank you so much for the time taken to make this for us. That's awesome. It's almost a lost art, says Susan. 5 months to make one. Quilts like that are rare these days. I know that my mom would make. Maybe she'd made blankets. I don't know. She called them quilts, but she also called like hotel blankets quilts. That go like the bedspreads. So like I don't know what a quilt is, but anyway, she made some, but they weren't like. I'm sure she has made. I mean, she's old as heck, so she could have made hundreds of things I haven't seen. But the ones that I did see, they weren't small squares like this. They were like I don't know, bigger pieces to make a pattern. But anyway, I don't know what a quilt is. But
now you do.
I'll still call blankets quilts. Like, is that a quilt or is that a blanket?
No, that's a blanket. Quilts, see the different pieces, and that's generally what I imagine.
Yeah, but can you imagine going to
have you ever been to like
a shelter,
a quilter, like a quilting sale, like a quilt sale at like a church?
No. What do you mean? Why would I ever go to that?
I don't know. Maybe it's your mom. I used to go to, or I went to a couple with my mom, and they're all like that.
Okay.
But like different.
Do they look down on the blanket makers? You guys go to the end in the back.
No, they only sell quilts there.
Yeah, blankets can go straight to hell. Don't get me started on throws. What other things are there? Blankets, quilts, throws, duvets, comforters. Dang.
Throw blankets.
That's why I already said throw.
Okay.
Yeah. Lap blanket. Not really rare now. Here in Santa Monica, there are 2 quilt guilds with a total membership of about 200. Yeah, 200 is not a small amount per se, but that's also not a lot. I would still say that's rare. If there was only 200 people making them in your area, I guess if there was only 250 people in your area, then I guess it wouldn't be rare. But I think that's still pretty rare, no? I also am a quilter. Quilt shows are amazing to go to. Lots of very talented artists. You know, I kind of feel Afghans. Yes. See, I would call that a blanket too. What was the thing that Heather made? She crocheted that.
Yeah.
What is that?
A blanket.
Yeah, I guess screw you, Heather. You don't make anything
of
substantial quality. You just make blankets.
Well, maybe it's an Afghan because Crafty Annie says that Afghans are knitted or crocheted.
Knitted or crocheted.
So the one Heather made is an Afghan.
Okay. Well, it is freaking awesome. And so is this, by the way. Some quilters can make thousands for one quilt. I make baby blankets, says Leslie. And she also knits scarves. You know what? I think people will, for some reason, gather up the audacity to tell me that I charge too much for my art, which is fine, I guess. But then they also justify their opinion by saying that they make such and such and they can't sell it for a lot. So I shouldn't sell mine for what I sell mine for. And a lot of people who have this opinion happen to be people who make quilts or blankets. I don't know. And I think you should sell it for what it's worth. If it takes you, how long did you say? 5 months? Mm-hmm. I don't know how much you would spend actually doing the work in that 5 months, but let's say that it's, I don't know, 1,000 hours. Wait, is there 1,000 hours in 5 months? Probably. Of course there is. Duh. Okay, let's say it takes you 1,000 hours. Or is that too little? let's just for argument's sake, let's do the math here. Sorry, guys. Let me, oh, I don't know where the calculator is on this phone. Calculator right here. Okay, 5 months is, how many days are in 5 months? So there's 24 in a day times 7 equals 168 times 4 equals 672 times 5, 3,360 hours, approximately. So let's say, yeah, out of all that, it takes you 1,000 hours.
Yeah, because you have to sleep sometimes.
Sleep, eat,
Yeah.
go to work.
Right.
Okay. So for 1,000 hours, even if you only valued your time at, I don't know, what is the average medium? Let's say it's $20. You would have to charge 20 grand. $20,000. Holy shit, that's why those blankets cost so much at the freaking place. That makes sense.
Yeah, and those are like woven, aren't they?
Woven?
Aren't they?
Yeah, I guess. So this blanket would cost, I don't know how long this took you. What was your name again? Catherine? Catherine. But
Katie, wasn't it?
Huh?
Yeah.
But 20 grand. Hold on a second here. Let me go back to these comments here so I can see what the conversation is. 20 grand is a lot. It's definitely more than I could pay for it. But if I knew what went into it, it would make sense. Now, I've never sold anything for 20 grand, but it's never taken me 1,000 hours to do something. But like, for example, my bonsai trees. A lot of people told me that I overcharge for those because I sell them for $1,000. But like they take me like 12 hours to do. At least the one that we chronicled on YouTube. 12 or 13 hours or 11 hours. However long it took. It took a while. So I was like, for 12 hours, what is that?
And also like the material too, right?
Yes. Yeah, your raw materials, of course, cost something. What is that? So $1,000 divided by 12 is $83 an hour. But that also 0.33333333. But that also, yeah, for a welder, you're welding for 12 hours.
And that's also your like
your electricities, yeah. And
heat, all that.
Heat, yeah. Now for a blanket or for a quilt, if every blanket cost 20 grand, everyone would be cold at night. So do you have to become faster at it? I don't know. My argument is that you should sell it for what you think it's worth. And if no one is buying it, make them see the worth. I don't know. When you see, I don't know, a painting at an art gallery where it's a red splotch and it's $1 million. What makes it worth $1 million? I have no idea. But they will probably get it if the right person sees it. And it may have only taken them half an hour to do that painting. You know? Prep the canvas. Excuse me. Do the painting and then finish the canvas. Yeah, that probably could take half an hour. Add some drying time. Maybe it takes 2 hours. If it's oil, okay, that takes a few weeks. There you go. I don't know. And then a lot of people find value in there. I don't know. Anyway, my point is if you're an artist and you work hard on your work and someone tells you it's not worth whatever price tag you put on it, say, okay, I guess it's not for you to buy. That's it. But I love this. So thank you so much, Catherine. I make pickles. Put up 60 quarts this year, and next year the whole garden will be cukes, and I can get $12 for them. $12 for a quart or for 60 quarts? Because that would not be worth it.
No, it was perfect.
Yeah. Is that what pickles cost? I don't even know.
Joel and Haley paid $10 for that jar of pickles they brought.
And that was small.
Mm-hmm.
That was a pint?
Yeah.
Yeah, $12. That's a steal. I'd say that's a good price. But I don't know. I have no idea. I've never bought pickles, I don't think. Sexchat69.site. Thank you for joining the you got it just before me.
Handled.
They are Primo pickles. Primo. Maybe you could sell them for $13. Lucky number 13. Many quilts, a piece of.
Irene says, use the beautiful quilt when you're watching TV together. That's a good idea because we always use a blanket.
Unfortunately, people don't think about the labor involved in that. A lot of people will say, oh, I could do that. And I'm just like.
But it's also the skill, too, that you practiced and developed over time.
Yes, because I shouldn't say no one. A lot of people, when they get you to work on their house, they don't go, oh, I could do that.
Right.
And
they
then
hire you because they can.
they can't do it. And then but what I was going to say is they do say that if it takes you shorter time than you estimate. Like I remember I told this guy, I was like, okay, this should take about 10 days or something. And it only took us 7 days. So he thought that I should knock off, like he got my quote, say it was $5,000 or something. He was like, okay, 5,000 divided into 10 days is X amount, but you only took 7 days. So we're going to take this amount off of the price. And I was like, no. Otherwise, I will just take 3 days to clean up. Like, no, you don't get to just take whatever you think per day, a per diem per day amount off.
Because a lot of times people will think of it as like paid by the hour, more so than paid by the.
Yeah. The thing that was a bummer is like he was perfectly happy with the work.
Right.
He was like, oh, and it only took you 7 days. And then so when I gave him the invoice, he was like, or the invoice. He was like, what's this? This isn't adjusted. And I'm like, you should be happy you can move on to the next step. But anyway, you won't make everybody happy. And I would love my art to be worth twice what it is now tomorrow. And then more and more and more. Which, by the way, guys, if you want to come out to a show that I will be a part of, I totally forgot about this. Next weekend, Friday and Saturday, and Sunday? I don't know. I'll post about it on my Instagram. At both Sterling Gallery locations. One will be on one day and then one will be on the next day. I'm going to be part of a group show that they're putting on. And so I will be at both shows for the full time. I might be vlogging. I might not be vlogging. I don't know. It all depends. Come out if you're local. Even if you're not local, fly out. Tell me where you came from. All the art, of course, will be for sale there because it's a gallery. Of course it would be. There will be salespeople, but I will also be there. And if you want to just be like, hey, Josh, tell me about this piece. It really speaks to me. What's the price? Exactly what I thought it would be worth. Here it is. I could do that. So that's the thing that's happening. I'm going to have at least one painting. I posted about it on Instagram today and like 3 or 4 days ago. But that's the last post I'm going to do about it. And then until I finish it, that will be at the show if I finish it. And then I think I'm going to do one more. I'm not making videos about them because I am already making 2 other painting videos. And yeah. Anyways, Josh is quilt worthy. Thank you for thinking that I was worth your time in making this because by the way, did she say how long she spent on this in the 5 months?
I didn't see it.
Well, I meant to look, but it doesn't really matter. I'm impressed either way, and I am I'm grateful for your kindness and your time, because this is actually very nice. I feel like this is a very majestic pose, you know?
The plant behind you is
Yeah, look at that. Grass headdress, blanket. You want to piss off a quilter? Let them find one of their quilts in a dog cage.
Oh my goodness.
Well, dogs need blankets too. No?
Something that someone spends much time making.
Yeah, someone in China can make that blanket. Blanket. That's you put a blanket in the dog cage. I get it. Yeah. I saw a post where someone saw this thing that they made at Goodwill, and they were like, I made this for my friend for their birthday or whatever it was. It was like this cup, this like goblet that they made, which to me looked kind of tacky, but I don't know. Sterling Gallery, West Edmonton Mall, and Londonderry Mall in Edmonton. Yes, Irene's on the ball there. Yes, exactly. Dogs need blankets, not quilts. I feel like you would give the dog the blanket after it's been worn out. You know? I don't know how long something like this would last with just regular use with proper care. But like in 20 years, what if it's got a big hole in it?
Longer than that, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
30 years?
Probably longer. I think quilts are usually like passed on like in the family.
Why?
Because they can.
You have one.
Yeah.
But you never use it. It's in one of these plastic bag things.
Yeah, because it was my great grandma's.
I don't even know what it looks like. The full thing. Does it have gears on it?
No. But I don't want to put it like I don't want it to get wrecked.
They're 100-year-old quilts. I feel like if you use it every day, would it not wear out?
Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
But usually it goes on top of the bed. You also have your other blankets underneath that you're like using, and then that one's like the nice cover. I think.
Okay. Who makes the blanket that gets used then? That's not for just decoration. How long do those last?
Not as long.
Mal Bissett, thank you for the euros. I don't know what those are. I also make pet quilts for a local animal shelter. Please tell me they don't take you 5 months though. I feel like before throwing it out, it could at least get passed down to your pets if it is worn.
See, they can be like passed on for generations. So that's Jackie Weber and Renee.
My twin sister's dog ate her poncho. My great aunt made one in the early 1970s for my grandmother. I have it now. Yeah, okay. I think that's cool because I like when you can pass down things. Like I have an Afghan made by Ashley's Bobsha grandmother. And by the way, I'm the only non-relative who got one. So pretty special. I feel like that could get passed down to someone, maybe, because it's still perfect. Quilts are a legacy to leave to someone. I have made hundreds of quilts, and I have 12 blue ribbons for quilts I have made. Say the product you buy to make the quilt costs you $500, then have to have your comment got cut off. You made hundreds of quilts, and she got 12 blue ribbons. So obviously you're the winner. I'm ignorant to the craft, so I don't know like what would be the critique on a finished quilt. I don't know what would make you go, oh, you really could have done
like so.
Like
you awarded a ribbon.
Yeah, I don't know what constitutes a blue ribbon worthy quilt and what doesn't, but to me it's just like, oh, okay. Or maybe you'd be like, okay, look at the stitching here. You got this loop-de-loo, which goes into this heart. Does it go into another loop-de-loo, which it does. Wait, this is what you do by hand? What did she say she did by hand? I have to really go up. I wanted to see if this person's comment finished. They did not. I can't remember. Did she say it in here? I don't see it. Okay. The binding by hand. Okay, what's the binding? This?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
What's the binding? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Hand stitched and really nice straight stitches. The binding is usually by hand. Okay. Then you have to pay. Then you pay to have it quilted, $100 to $500, and you double your cost for your pay to say total $600 will be $1,200. One quilt, I charge $1,800 for it. Yeah, see that I get. That I get. The blanket that Heather made, I commissioned it, and she didn't know what to charge me. And I was like, well, how many hours did you spend on it? And then she didn't want me to say, so I won't say. But I was like, that is way too cheap. So we sent her more. I wish I could have sent her even more, but I just couldn't. But like, I see that I commissioned, so it was different, and it took her I don't know how long. This 5 months. I don't know how you would charge for that. Does anyone see what the binding is? The black border. Okay, this. So this was hand stitched. Looks pretty straight to me. I don't know how well you have to inspect it, but this is blue ribbon material, I think. Pretty straight, pretty tight, pretty consistent. And then of course all the other stuff. She did say she machine sewed the other stuff. What I think is cool is what it looks like, of course. Let me show you one more time, and then we'll probably call her a night here because we are done and we're kind of running a little long here. But I like the pops of red. Wait, did she was consistent with the red. Look, the red is in the same spot in all of the...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're all different reds.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can you move it farther? Oh, that one has flowers. Cool. That's so nice.
Anyway. It is very nice. All right, guys, I just want to remind you one last time. I use shampoo, and every time I do, my hair gets super fluffy.
It's kind of like a chew with my back teeth thing.
What was the other thing that I said? Just the other day?
Yeah. I can't remember.
I said something so dumb the other day.
Yeah, I can't remember.
So if you guys don't know what Ash is talking about, I chew with my back teeth. Like, I don't know how old I was. I think I told the story before, but my mom ordered KFC. And so we're eating KFC. And it's me, my mom, my brother Dakota, and my brother Ken. And for whatever reason, my whole being was telling me, dude, do not say this. But I had to say it. I was like, okay. I was like, guys, I chew with my back teeth. Which then everyone was like, this is eating. Yeah, everybody does. And I was like, no! Oh, shit.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh, hey, look at this. Another one. I was so embarrassed that I said I chew with my back teeth. Like I was about to change the way humans chewed their food. Because I was like, okay, you bite with your front teeth, and I can see everyone's biting into these chicken legs.
With their teeth.
I can't see through their cheeks. I don't know where the meat is in their mouth. So I go, you guys want to make this easier? Try it with your back teeth, man. And then they're like, yeah, duh. Anyways, I remembered something else like a couple days ago.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
It was very much in the same vein. I said this at one point where I was just like, I put my pants on one leg at a time. It's like, yeah. By the way, I blink when my eyes are tired. No. Yeah, I can't. Oh, I wish I remembered what it was. I said it just the other day.
Yeah.
Did I say it with the edible?
It probably. It was like a couple days ago.
It was something that I remembered, though, right? Not something that I just said.
Well, I think it was something you just said because you started it by being like, I don't know if I should say this. It's probably going to be like a back teeth situation.
Okay.
And then you said it, and now I don't remember what it was.
I can't remember, but just go with that. No 4-H for me, but the rich kids went to 4-H in my town. 4-H club? What was the 4? That was farming stuff, right? Yeah, they have that here.
Mm-hmm.
The Dixie Chicks. That's how I learned about the 4-H club.
From the Dixie Chick?
Uh-huh. A 4-H club.
We named our new chick Dixie.
Oh, yes. Okay. We'll end on this. The next vlog, which is still in 360p for some reason, hopefully it goes up to 1080 so I can release it. I show the 2 chickens, or actually I don't think only one of them shows up because the other one hid, but the chick is in there. So of the 3 chickens, you see 2 of them, I think. But anyway, we've named them. In the video, I forget what their names are. So I'll tell you now, and you will know. I should have made it flash on the screen what their names were. A lot of people were like, because you said the one's name was Bonnie, so everyone knows that.
Yeah.
And they're like, which is the mama chicken. Everyone's like, oh, name the chick Clyde, because of Bonnie and Clyde. But like, Bonnie and Clyde were a man and a woman who were together as a couple, not a mom and a daughter doing crime. So it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, she's a hen.
Yeah, so she is a hen, yes. 99.9% sure.
Okay.
Small comb, no pointy feathers.
Or fancy, like hackle feathers.
Yeah, no hackle feathers. No, I already said that. No comb. Well, it has a comb, but a little pokey comb. Anyway, their names are, so the chick is named Dixie Chick. Obviously that makes sense. And then the other adult one, who is such a chicken.
She's doing better. Bonnie is actually more scared than
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit better.
Well, her name is Dolly. Like Dolly Parton.
Pardon?
Dolly Carton of eggs.
I thought like part hen, like hen, part hen.
Part hen? Yes, that's perfect. Better. Josh, are you ever going to tell us what the Easter egg? What was that? Sorry, would it be in the Gramps video? I just wonder if my guess was right. We will still play that game when it can come out in HD. I just want everyone to watch that one because I put some new stuff in there, which makes something in the next Gramps Chronicles. It's just a little connection. It's just like, oh, what? Why is there part of that old classic movie in there? Huh? And then in the next video, Gramps? What? That painting? What? Oh, I see what you did there.
Is that a huge clue?
No, that is not the Easter egg. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Only me and Hannah Banana know. Actually, Hannah doesn't even know yet because I never told her. I did message her yesterday and I was like, hey, you down to clown? Because it's ready. And then I went and checked it because it says HD, says SD, HD, and 4K ready. Click on it, go to move it up to 1080, and it's only available in 360p. And I was just like, what is happening here? I even contacted the YouTube people and I was like, hey, can you frickin' figure this out? I didn't say it like that, but they haven't figured it out. I like my initials better though. ND. I'm going to the local auction next week to get rid of chickens. All right. Dolly Parkin. Head, heart, hands, and health. Josh, are you going? Oh, I already read that. I knew a married couple named Bonnie and Clyde. Was their car full of bullet holes by chance? What does 4H stand for? Hay, horses, hammers, and howitzers? Yeah, what does it stand for?
You just read it.
That's not it.
No, head, heart, hands, and health.
Oh, really? I thought someone was just saying that. Because when I worked at this mechanics place, which every once in a while when I drive past it, I'm like, hey, I used to work there.
Like every time we drive past it.
Yeah. In a couple of videos I have it too. In the gate video, which we didn't do the gate this summer, which is my stupid head is what stopped that from happening. So maybe next year, next summer.
It hasn't snowed yet.
It hasn't snowed yet, but I don't think we'll get to it.
Yeah.
And then another video where number 100, where Clint moves into the shop. I also say it in there. Anyway, wow. I can't believe I remember that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. He used to buy donuts for the 4-H club kids who would clean up the ditch. They do that, I guess. So they're cleaning up the ditch, and so he would buy donuts for them.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice.
His name was Bill, Old Man Bill, or Cripple Bill, or just Bill. Everyone called him Cripple Bill.
Oh, really?
He called himself Cripple Bill. He'd be like, yep. He always had he had this tick. Like he didn't have Tourette's, but I don't know if you'd call it a tick exactly, but that's what I'm calling it. He had this tick where he would say yup or yep, Y-E-P. He'd be like, yep. Or I remember this one time in particular, he's like, okay, I got to take a piss. And I was like, what? And anyways, he's walking out of the shop and he tripped on a battery because his foot is broken and his back is broken. And so he tripped on this car battery that was there. And he was like, yep. And he was asking me to catch him from falling, but I didn't know because all he was saying is yep. And it didn't look like he was falling. It just looked like he was walking on how he normally walks. But he was falling very slowly because he couldn't take the step to catch his balance. Anyway, Cripple Bill was what people called him. Some people called him anyway. Or Old Man Bill. Or, you know, the guy with the place with the tires? His business was called Bill's Tree Removal and Tire Repair. What? That was what his business card said. It had these tires on it, and I think it just had tires on it, and then it said Bill's Tree Removal and Tire Repair. And he did have one of those giant spade tractor trucks, whatever you call them. And so sometimes I'd be over there, and I'd just be, I don't know, taking a bumper off of some car or something. Or the worst that I hated is windshields, taking off windshields because that stuff is so sticky. Anyways, I'd be taking one off and then he would just be gone. He'd just be with this truck and it. I was like, oh, I guess someone needs a tree removed or transplanted or something. Anyway, this conversation could go on forever if I just keep bringing up my old memories. Anyways, guys, thank you for all the kind gifts. Thank you, Martha, for the candy and the, what were these called again? Sporkles? Spackles? Spingles? What?
Squirtle?
Spurtles. Whatever these were called. And all of the magic erasers, the shirts, the blanket from Kathy, oh yeah, she also sent the bobblehead. And I can't remember who it was who sent the stamp thing.
That was Martha too, I think.
Was it Martha?
Yeah, it was Martha too.
Was all this from Martha and then one thing from Catherine? Well, in any case, thank you, everyone. Oh, yeah, and this.
Candy.
Make sure tomorrow at 7 p.m., that is 5 minutes from now, 24 hours and 5 minutes from now, Chakota will be going live for his Madness Monday.
Blanket.
Oh, quilt, sorry. Chakota will be going live for his Madness Monday. He will open up some stuff. He'll probably try the candy. He will maybe put on the shirt. That's it, right? That's all. That's everything for him. And his mug. Oh, and he has two other gifts from two other people, presumably two other people. You'll have a lot of fun over there if you join. Make sure. Okay, last time we played a game, we pranked him, a light prank. I got everyone to talk about Mr. Peanut dying and saying it was sad news. Unfortunately, someone spilled the beans and said that I told them to. I don't know why they did that, but tomorrow, if you remember, start talking about a specific subject that we'll come up with right now, which should be talk about red squirrels being on the endangered species list. I feel like he'd be like, no, there's millions of them. Yeah, talk about that or something. Bring that up on his channel. Do not say that I told you to. Let him figure it out on his own, okay? And just start it off casual and then just keep going. And he'll probably know that I told you to do that because I did it last time and someone ruined it. But anyway, have fun at his channel tomorrow, on his show tomorrow. I hope you had fun here tonight. Thank you once again to everyone. And best believe we do have some vlogs coming out. They're just not in HD. Maybe I'll just put them out in 360p. And then
They're blurry.
Yeah, they're blurry is the problem. They do eventually get to 1080p, but it just takes days for some reason.
Well, the one's been up for 4 days now and it still isn't, or 3 days.
3 days, yeah.
And it still isn't processed into HD.
Yeah, it's making my scheduled releasing of videos take forever because there's another live video I got to do that we want to do. And if it snows, then we'll have to do it early. It's a whole thing. Anyways, guys, thank you. Thank you and good night. I love you. Or whatever they say in, on those late night shows. They're like, they have some cards and they're like, thank you and good night. And then there's music. A bald guy plays the piano. Anyway.
Okay.